Good evening, everybody. Swamp Fox News coming at you. Swamp Fox cooks and reviews. Let me wash my hands and we will get started. Give it a minute, let a couple people get in here while I wash up again. Hope everybody's doing well tonight. Tonight, we're going to eat one of my favorite things. Potato. Old gratin potato. With cheddar and bacon. Homemade. Trump said, how you doing? Drew C. Sarah, how you doing tonight? Oh, man. Trying to get my camera thing to work here. Hope y'all doing well. Good to see y'all. Y'all make sure y'all smashing that like button. Road Warrior, Patricia Walton. All right, I'm going to go ahead and get started. Now, I, for some reason, cannot get Streamlabs to work on my phone for Swamp Fox Cooks and Reviews. I can get it to work off my laptop. So next week, next Saturday, if all goes well and God willing, when I do my cooking show, I will not be on this channel. It will be on Swamp Fox Cooks and Reviews only. Tonight, I was unable to go there. I can't run both streams tonight for some reason, but I will next week be on Swamp Fox Cooks and Reviews. So if y'all will please go to that channel and follow me there, that'd be great. I've had a lot more people go there this week. That's awesome. I want to go ahead and grow it. I'm glad you're doing good, Sarah. Mama Gnome, good to see you. Oregon Rogue, thank y'all for showing up. I appreciate y'all being here. All right, this is a real easy recipe, and what you're going to need for it is going to be some heavy whipping cream, and I'll go through and tell y'all how much y'all need. Some whole milk, okay, some sweet cream butter. Now y'all know I use real butter. Vegetable oil crap ain't butter, okay. Mild cheddar, okay, grated Parmesan cheese, yellow onion, but only about a half a cup, y'all, finely chopped. Potatoes, some real starchy potatoes. Now you can wash them, and I love the potato skin, so I leave them on. Now you can take the potato skin off for this recipe, a lot of people do, but I leave them on. Garlic and salt. That's it. Oh, I'm sorry. Flour. 3 tablespoons of flour. And of course the Parmesan cheese and all that I told you about. And now I put bacon in this. A lot of times I cook my own bacon and chop it up, but to save time, I really do like this Oscar Mayer and also the Black Label. The Black Label bacon bits are real good too. But Oscar Mayer is good, and it's real bacon bits, so it tastes good. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and adjust the camera a little bit and get started over here. Show y'all what we're doing. So you want to get your 3 tablespoons of butter. You want to go ahead and get it over here on some, I thought I turned that on. Go ahead and get that over there simmering. It's already melted a little bit. It's going to take a minute to get it simmering. Once it reaches temperature, you're going to put it on about medium. Once it reaches temperature, you're going to mix your 3 tablespoons of all-purpose flour, y'all. Okay, all-purpose flour. Don't use self-rising. All-purpose flour, you're going to mix it into your butter, and you're going to, for about, minute and a half, 2.5 minutes, probably better 2.5 minutes, you're going to stir it real good and get it smooth. All right, I already have my onions and my garlic ready. Now, you can use, it depends on how much you like onions. I like onions, but use about a half a cup, okay, a quarter cup to a half a cup. This is almost a half a cup, and then I got my garlic already chopped real fine. It's grated, it's minced garlic, 2 cloves of garlic, and this is almost a half a cup of yellow onions chopped fine. Okay, just gonna wait on that. I'm gonna let this butter heat up a little bit, and I'm gonna put that flour in there. We're gonna get it mixed up. Man, this is a really good recipe. Y'all gonna like it. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and put this stuff away. I'm gonna tell y'all what y'all need as we go to the cheddar cheese. You're gonna use 1.5 cups. Okay. You're going to use 3 tablespoons of butter, 3 tablespoons of all-purpose flour. You're going to use 2 pounds of starchy potatoes. You want to use a half a cup of your heavy whipping cream. Alright, there it goes. You don't want it too hot either. I'm going to show y'all what I did too. Now, I don't like oxidized potatoes, so you want to keep your potatoes moist, but you don't want them too moist when you're making this. So me, I keep mine in water for a while, and then right before I do this, believe it or not, I put paper towels in here, and then I line it in there and I shake it around. I dry them up a little bit. They're not all the way dry, but you don't want them real moist. Now, oxidized potatoes, people say, oh, you can't eat them. Yeah, you can. It doesn't hurt the flavor, and it doesn't change the texture of the potato. It just oxidizes and looks great, and everything's fine. You can't eat it like that. I don't prefer to. It just looks bad, and see, I'm one of those people that don't want to eat it like that, although you can. Alright, so I'm going to add my flour in here. Stir that up really good. Let it cook a little bit. Boy, that butter smells good. I like real butter. It's really good. Boy. Now you want to use the 1.5 cups of cheddar. It's going to be shredded. Now you don't let this get out of hand now. Once you got it nice and smooth like that, all right. You're going to let it, like I said, about 1.5 to 2 minutes. Then you're going to want to go ahead and add your onions and your garlic. And mix that in there really good. Make sure y'all can see that. And your oven needs to be preheated to 350, guys. Alright, now that that's mixed up, looks like that. We're going to put some milk. And where's my cups at? All right, 1 cup. All right, you're gonna put 2 cups of whole milk. Whoops. And 1/2 cup of heavy whipping cream. Heavy whipping cream. 1/2 cup. Alright, you're going to put that back on the grill and mix that up really good. Alright, now you're going to go ahead and add your salt. Which is 1.5 tablespoons of salt. Okay? I use kosher salt, y'all know that. So you're going to put that 1.5 tablespoons in there. And then you're going to use 1/4 cup of Parmesan cheese, but you're only going to put half in right now. So you put a half of 1/4 cup, 1/8 of a cup of the grated Parmesan, I meant to say. You put that in, stir that up. Let that cook for a minute. Keep stirring. you're going to let this cook for a minute. You're going to bring up the temperature a little bit and let it simmer. Making a mess tonight, guys. Look at that. Gordon Ramsay be fussing at me, wouldn't he? Anyway, you're going to cook this a minute, let it simmer, and let it get a little bit thick before you put the next thing in, which is going to be the cheddar cheese. If I'm missing anybody coming in, I'm sorry. I got to kind of pay attention to this. You don't want to scorch it. You don't want it to get lumpy. It's got that flour and all in there. You don't pay attention to it to get lumpy. And that onion and that garlic smells good. Boy, you don't even know. Can't wait to eat it. Now make sure y'all smash that like button on the way in. Let me see. I could take a minute to say hi to a few people. John Speedway, how you doing? Thank you for being here. Mama Gnome, Country Boy News. Snuck in the house. Trump said, thank you for coming back. I appreciate it, buddy. Oring the road. Mama Gnome. Y'all are all awesome. Nothing edited. Good to see y'all. Now, I am going to do another show tonight, Sarah. I am going to do another show tonight, y'all. Any small channels, Ryan and KS, thank you for being here. Any small channels that want to come back, an hour after I end this show, I'm going to be doing live. I'm going to do another live show, and it's going to be, I'm going to show some videos of, some lying fake media. We're going to get a good laugh at that. And then I'm going to show some small channels that I want to help promote. And I want to see if you guys will go and look at their content. And if you like them, go ahead and follow them. Some of these smaller channels are people that we know. And a lot of you are already following. But there are some that you are not. And the ones that you ain't following, I would like to see if y'all would see if you like your content and follow them. And then there's some new channels that I know y'all don't know yet. Maybe have just met a few of y'all, and I want to show a couple of their videos, a few minutes of it, and let y'all know. So I'm going to run at least an hour, hour and a half on promoting small channels. So an hour after I end this stream tonight, we'll be doing that. So anybody wants to come build your channel, we need to get, if you want to come and support other channels and help them get to 1,000, that'd be great. If you just want to come and say hi to people and you don't want to support nobody and you just want to just be here and say hi and whatever and hang out, that's great too. We love you and want you to be a part of our family. You don't have to participate in following anybody. I just ask it if you don't mind, if you will. It helps everybody get to that crucial point of 1,000 where you can go live on YouTube. You see this is starting to thicken up, y'all, where it's not as milky as it was. Okay, that's good. I'm gonna keep on letting it go a little bit more. You want to keep stirring it. I mean, you don't have to keep stirring 100% of the time now after you ain't got it lumpy, but you see how it's I don't know if y'all can see that. It's boiling a little bit, simmering just a little bit. There you go. That's about what you want. And at that point, you want to keep an eye on it because you don't want it to burn or scorch. So just every few seconds stir it. It's getting thicker and thicker. Man, it smells good, man. That garlic and that onion, boy, you don't even know. Alright. Now you're going to put the cheese in, the cheddar cheese, and you're going to go ahead and mix that on down. second. Really melt that cheese in there really good. You want to have about at least a 2-quart casserole dish, you guys and gals. All right, see that's a lot thicker. All right. Now you're gonna take your potatoes. Take your potatoes. Pour it on in. Get all that cheesy goodness out of there. Oh yeah. Mix it around. Get all them potatoes mixed up in that cheese. Oh man, it's so good. And them onions. Coat it real good. And at this point, you can, and then also Hormel makes good bacon bits, Black Label and Oscar Mayer. I already got the Hormel open, so I'm going to add, I don't know, about a 1/4 cup. We'll mix that in, and then after you lay it out in your casserole dish, you'll add a little bit more of the bacon bits. I mean, if you like bacon bits, you don't even have to put it in. There you go. You see them potatoes, they all wet real good with that cheese and all that good stuff. All right. Then you're going to put it in a casserole dish. After you get it in your casserole dish, what you're going to do is you're going to put it in the oven on 350 in the middle of the rack. The rack to be up in the middle, and then you put the casserole dish in the middle, covered with aluminum foil. And you're going to cook it like that for 1 hour straight on 350. Okay? And don't worry about burning it. You ain't going to burn it. After, if you got it on 350. After an hour, you're going to come, you're going to take the foil off, and you're going to let it cook another hour. Now, I meant to tell you, after you put the potatoes in the casserole dish, that's when you're going to put the last of your 1/4 cup of grated Parmesan cheese. You're going to sprinkle it right over the top of it, and put it in there, let it cook for an hour under the foil. When you, after an hour, you take the foil off and let it cook another 20 minutes. And then this is what you're going to end up with. Look at that. Some nice old rotten potatoes. I'm just playing. I have a little funny story I'm going to tell you guys. But this is amazing. Now I'm going to eat it. I'm going to put a little sour cream on it. It's really good. I have a story. When I was about 21, I had already been going to culinary school on and off. Things was happening with my life, so I'd go and then not go to next semester. Different things was happening. But anyway, I finally finished, guys, but a lot of stuff in my life happened. But I had some roommates, Danny and Janet Myers, and they had a son named Joey and a daughter named Molly. And so one day Joey was about 5 years old, and he came in and he said, "Hey, what you cooking?" And I said, the same recipe right here. I said, old rotten potatoes, and he thought I said old rotten potatoes. He started crying, "I don't want to eat no old rotten potatoes." I said, "But this is what we got for dinner, and we can't waste food." And I picked on him a little bit for about a minute. He was crying, "I ain't gonna eat. I don't want to eat no old rotten potatoes, but I'm hungry." I said, "Well, you try them. They might be good. You might like them. I don't really, think they're too bad." And anyway, I finally told him the truth. I said, "I'm saying all gratin potatoes, not old rotten potatoes." So anyway, it was just kind of funny. That looks like full of cheesy goodness. Yep, you make no mistake about that. Yeah, Patricia, it was funny. He's a good kid. Shoot, That was 30 years ago now, man. He probably whooped my butt for that. Big Tim Hill News, Shimmy Sham, sneaking in the door. How y'all doing, man? It's so good to see y'all here tonight. All right. I hope y'all... Old Broad, thank you for being here. Marine Vet Mom, appreciate you showing up. I really do. It humbles me to have y'all as my friends. Slow Burner 416, good to see you. Old Broad, good to see you too. Each and every one of you. And nothing edited. You still here? I got that coming. Wayne Rogers, how are you, my friend? Good to see you. All right. Anyway, y'all try this recipe. I think y'all really like it. Now, after you pull it out of the oven, let it sit for about 5 minutes. Now, this has actually been sitting for about 20 minutes out of the oven. I pulled it out right before I went live, so it would have time to cool down and let you see what it looked like. But, man, I love this stuff. I'm about to go hog wild. That's part of what, look at that cheesy goodness. That's part of what I'm getting ready to do is I'm going to eat, and then I'm going to get some small channels lined up to show you guys, and then I'm going to come back. So, what time is it now? Let's see. Right now is 9:25, so about 10:30. Let's say 10:30. Let's meet back here again. I hope y'all like this recipe. I hope y'all give it a try. It's a real easy, cheap recipe. It takes, probably about 15-20 minutes to prepare. Getting all the ingredients ready, and then you see how fast it is once you get it cooked. The oven does the rest once you prepare it all. Probably 10 or 15 minutes, maybe 20 if you're new at it. You want to cut your potatoes kind of thin, not real thin, but not too thick either, because you want them to cook all the way through. Again, about two pounds of potatoes. But let me know if you try it. Let me know what you think. Also, add in the comments after this video uploads, if y'all come back, nothing edited. Okay, thank you. Got that coming, darling. And listen, the what was I gonna say? I forgot now. Oh, y'all put in the comments what if y'all want me to make something, like, don't tell me for next week, but the week after. Next week I already got planned what I'm going to cook, but tell me, hey, we want me to cook this or cook that, and then I'll look through the recipes and see who wants the most to cook of what, or just take one out of what y'all say and I'll cook that. If not, I'll just keep cooking what I come up with. But if y'all got an idea or a recipe, let me know. I'm going to go ahead and go so I can get this in another casserole dish and get it in the oven. I'm going to give it to some friends since I have this for me. So I hope y'all have a great night. I hope God blesses each and every one of you and helps you have a prosperous life. If you have any strife with anybody in your life, please reach out to them and try to squash it. Again, if you don't feel like it's your fault, who cares? Look at what we're going through now. You never know what life's going to bring. You never know if tomorrow's coming for me, you, or them. Wouldn't you rather try one more time and save a friendship? Or, lucky friends getting that. Yeah, make no mistake, they are some really good friends of mine. But anyway, chili, Oregon Rogue. Okay, yeah, I think you said that before, didn't you? Chili, all right, I got a good chili recipe. I'm going to have to whip up some things. In 2 weeks, I'll do chili, y'all. I got a special recipe I think y'all like. All right, I love you guys. Come back 10:30. Let's build some small channels, y'all. And Vet Tech Kimmy, good to see you. Well, you're just late, but you can always rewind and watch it. It's okay, and it's a really good recipe. It's easy, fast, and I think you'll love it. But again, I love you all, and I will see you in 1 hour for a small channel subathon. Follow-a-thon. All right, I love you guys. Be good.